Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Up to Potato. This is Factory Town. I'm going to be trying something a little bit differently today, and I would really dearly love everyone's feedback on it. My plan for this episode is to make it slightly longer, as in sort of double the length. Also, before we do talk and wax philosophy, let's find out what the problem actually is here. We got a couple of problems that are identifiable. One is the fact that, yeah, the stone mason ain't doing a great job. I think we want to try and rectify that, actually. I think we actually probably want to maybe build a big old belt to deliver all of the resources to the base, or maybe even to the general store, but I think we should probably start with the base. Anyway, let's sort of chat a little bit about what I want to do differently. I want to see if I make this video slightly longer, if it'll work, if you guys like it, or if it just ends up being more convenient for everyone. I've talked a little bit about, you know, the sort of lack of time that I have, so I'm thinking maybe if we can kill two birds with one stone, we can make some sick progress in the video game, and then also have some slightly longer episodes. That was my plan. It might not work. Let me know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. As a famous man once said, nothing is the truth that's not the truth. I'm sure someone said that sometime. Anyway, it doesn't particularly matter. Because I want to get a belt up and running here. So, here's my logic. Let's just get a massive conveyor belt that will deliver a whole bunch of goodies to the center of town. And actually, here's an idea. This belt could deliver resources straight to the general store if we just have a little pusher that comes off the edge there. So that might be an idea. It's not something that I'm going to deploy at present, but it is something that we're going to keep in mind, I think. Right. Man, I love the way that scaffolding in this game works. Okay, so with that, should be able to get some belts here. What's wrong? Do we not have enough conveyor belts? Ooh, well that's very odd. Not an issue that I was anticipating. Ah, we don't have any red coins. Because this is exactly the problem. Because the stonemason is not outputting stone at this moment in time. The stonemason has got full input and full output, and it's partly the fault of the barn over here, I think. Right. Right, okay, well, can I fix that, please? What are you doing here? You're taking fertilizer? The fertilizer's now been diverted. Okay, so that straight to the general store, please. There we go. And you, yeah, I do still want to fix this area up. We got quite a lot of blue coins. I want to improve this area further. It's not the final form. It's not reached its final form yet. But it will. It will. It will. Alright, this is also a problem. This silo is filled with wool. We've got too much cloth on the go. Why are we not making anything? Problem is that we're making so much stuff around here, we're just not transporting it to a barn. Alright, let's get a barn. Let's get a barn, like, here. Can I make like a tier 2 barn? Roll with me on this one, right? Hold on. Can I make a barn on top of a barn? How tall is this allowed to be? One more. Yeah, does the game have like a height cap? Because if I could start stacking barns, that would be quite an effective solution. Not entirely sure if it's going to work, but here goes nothing. It does work. Okay. Let's start stacking barns then. That's a perfect solution to our problems. Alright, great. I never thought that that would actually work, but there we go. I'm sort of a little bit lost for words, as you can probably tell. Okay, let's get ourselves some wooden blocks. We want to get a conveyor belt that takes the resources from here and then puts them right in over here. Man, this is gonna be somewhat of a challenge considering the height difference. Okay, let's get that. We just want to sort of step it up incrementally. Okay. Ah, okay. That's actually slightly too high, but that's not a problem. Delete that there. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna have a full cloth transportation belt. That makes sense? Sure, that makes sense. Why are we not getting any red coins? I presume that they're all automatically being spent on the forester. Yeah. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay, clearly we're having some issues here. Why are we not transporting enough chicken? Because there's fertilizer on the thingamabobber. Alright. Well, let's dump all of that. And that will allow us to get chicken up and running. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. Hey-ho, whatever. We can only make do with what we've got. We can at least try and get a little bit of cooked chicken. I do believe that cooked chicken outputs red coins as well, so if we can get more cooked chicken, then we'll be in an even better position. Okay, yeah, there is nothing. Okay, you need to be deleted, because I don't actually need you anymore, because we're gonna, instead of storing the belts in the barn, we're gonna store them in the level 2 barn, if you'd like. Okay, that goes there. And then we gotta continue building this epic stairway to heaven, as Led Zeppelin would call it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Truthfully, let me be brutally honest with you guys. I've never actually listened to Stairway to Heaven. It's just one of those, you know, those cultural pieces that everyone always talks about. Why can I not make this happen? I should be able to grab from there, shouldn't I? Is that not a possibility? Well, that has, it's a bit of a bummer if that's the case. Okay, can we lower it by just a smidgen? We're gonna have to, I mean, will that work? Alright, I think that seemed to work. Let's see if it did. I can't actually tell if there's anything beneath the... Ah, yes, that did seem to work. Okay, well, it's annoying. We're gonna have to sort of take the steps back a little bit. Now, is this gonna play ball? No. Okay, we're gonna need to delete all of these steps and then do them all again. Oh, come on. Whatever. Whatever. I'm happy to do it if it means us getting our tier 2 storage. I know that we're wasting a bunch of wood at the moment, but it is what it is, right? Right, there we go. That should be plenty. Now we need ramps, scaffold ramps. There we go. All right, perfect. And now we just need to get belt up to where it needs to go. Okay, I'm gonna delete this belt because this is an urgent appeal for any spare bit of belt. We need it. We need it. We need it. We need it right now. What am I even doing? Paths. There we go. Okay. I don't think we're gonna have enough to get to the to get to the barn, but we're going to come close. We got enough. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be our pure belt storage area, and we should have no issues with that whatsoever. That should be perfect. Okay, now we can just replace it all. It was always a temporary thing. It was always a temporary removal of resources. Let's also, I should really start using hotkeys. Hotkeys in video games in general, I am very, very poor at using. Alright, get rid of all that. We can also get rid of all this. I like to try and get rid of extra scaffolding as I go, because is supporting other entity? Is it? Alright, fine, whatever. I like to try and get rid of scaffolding as I go, because that just means that if we ever need to zoom through and get a little perspective on what's going on, then it's going to be much easier to do so. Alright. Looking good. This is looking perfect. Great. Happy days. So the cloth conveyor is working hard. The workshop is moving resources directly. We've got a barn, actually. Why are we not using a truck? And why are we moving... We're using a truck to... Oh no, we're not using a truck to deliver there. We're using a worker. Right, I need a truck. I need a wagon. Right, let's get a wagon. Let's get a wagon to deliver to the workshop. Perfect. Then you can stop. You can just deliver wheels to the barn. Great. Perfect. Looking good. Alright, there are serious congestion issues here. I don't like this, but it is what it is. What are you doing? You take stuff from the barn. You take belt from the barn to the school? We don't need that stuff at the school. Right, this is fine. This is fine. This is much better. We're now getting a regular production of cloth conveyors, which is perfect. The lumber mill should be making things regularly. And by things, I mean it should just be making planks to output straight into the workshop. We need to have a bespoke area just for making planks. We don't actually have that at the moment. Also, the stonemason is doing great stuff. How's the stonemason doing over here? He's doing pretty good work. Alright, all this time, by the way, whilst I've been chatting away, we are filling up our storage of reinforced iron planks, which I think are then being transported to the base. Yeah, 64 reinforced iron planks. Now, they are what we need in order to get the next upgrade, but at this point, I'm not really sure if that is what we want. Do we want level 5 houses? We've got quite a lot of extra worker capacity just chilling around, which is very, very nice. We got a whole heck of a lot of blue coins going around at the moment. I'm not entirely sure if that's what we want. We've got a lot of iron. We've got a lot of nails. We're actually doing pretty darn good. Mana reactor and omnistone. I do feel like we're gonna be getting into territory very, very quickly of magic and mana and all that nonsense. We can't be that far away. Okay. Kitchen. I need to work on this kitchen. This kitchen is very, very poor, unfortunately. Right, this item grabber needs to only export chicken. Raw chicken. Yeah. And then fertilizer needs to be output to... Fertilizer needs to be output to here. Hold on a minute. What was happening? What was happening on this belt? Oh yeah, this belt was going to transport things directly to the mothership, the base. That wagon, okay, fine. Grabber needs to come here. I know I'm doing like 15 different things at once. You can't output from this height, apparently. Well, that's very, very disappointing. We build underneath you? Okay. This needs to be changed. Okay, hold on 2 seconds. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Now we're talking. All right, we basically just need to bring it up to an appropriate height before we get to this area. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's going to go there. 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 All right, it's ugly, but it works. That is going to be the name of my autobiography, actually. And then the sequel is going to be called Why I Didn't Need to Do What I Did and Why It Already Worked in a way that I had not intended for it to work. It's going to be a bestseller, available at all good bookstores, as all books seem to be. Right, great. So, where's the wagon that's dealing with... Where's the wagon that's dealing with stone transportation? There you are. Nope. There you are. Right. Did I even click on you? Okay, I can't manage to... There you go. Excuse me? Why? It's because I'm selected the grabber, for goodness sake. Right, come down here. Stay over there for a while. We don't need you anymore. We're now just exporting straight to the base, which means that all stones in the base can be moved from the base to the general store. In fact, what's the point? What's the point? We might as well just get a... We might as well just get a system that delivers stone directly to the base. There's no point in not doing this, right? If we're just going to deliver to the base and then just get it pumped along, there's no reason not to. Sure. Okay, push. Stone block should be here. Stone brick. There we go. Perfect. Right, will that work? Let's have a look. It does indeed. Great. General store. Doesn't go into the general store because it's too high. Ah, yeah. Alright, apparently I've just built this entire infrastructure. The entire infrastructure of this network has just been built too darn high. There we go. But that should work now, right? There we go. Perfect. Alright, and then that gets sold. Right. That's grand. I should make that into a road, but I'm not that bothered. Alright, this is good. This is good. This is very, very good. Grain mill is doing great. The kitchen is still having issues. Yeah. We need to set up a better system. In fact, you know what? There's no reason why the kitchen output couldn't also go onto this belt. And then we just have a diversion to the food market. That's actually not a terrible idea. I feel that that's not a bad idea whatsoever. At all. Because it deals with the outputs just entirely, really. Means that we don't have to worry about most of these things. Alright, well that's something to consider. I don't want to deal with it too much at this moment in time. How are we doing with this cloth wool output silo thing? Alright, great. We're not doing great at all, actually, because we're just not getting enough paper in. Why are we not getting enough paper in? Our paper production is somewhat stalling. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great whatsoever. It also takes a long time for the paper to be moved from where it's made to where it should be used in the books. Yeah. Also, we're not getting much wood at all. Okay, I mean, I've got an idea about how we rectify this. And I think it's twofold, right? It's twofold. We're definitely going to need to get another forester. I think that is a foregone conclusion at this point. It's just a necessity. We're going to have to do it. Right, where's this going to work? Not really anywhere. Because we don't have any planks. This is exactly why This is exactly why I'm now feeling the need to get a forester. Because we don't have enough planks. I'm thinking that we have... something like this right up here, right? Get the forester place down. I know it's going to cost us more red coins. I know, however, I'm thinking that we might just be able to increase our red coin output if we get our kitchen thing sorted. And believe me, I'm thinking about getting a specific food access route. I think that's probably what we're going to do. We'll do it in a little bit though. I want to get this forester set up first. So the forester is going to be set up, and we're going to get a belt coming out of it. Just a regular old belt. There we go. Regular old belt. And what we're going to have... Well, I need to get rid of these bad boys first. Fine. Get that there. So that should just output wood. Yep, perfect. And then something else that we're going to do is we're going to get a lumber mill. Lumber mill is going to be pretty much right next door. And we're going to have a splitter. We're going to have a splitter right here. And half of it's going to go down, half it's going to go across here. Beautiful. And then this lumber mill is going to be set to make planks. Beautiful. There's no real reason why this lumber mill needs to be over here. Yeah, we can actually just make that a much more compact process. Right. The reason that I want to do that is because there's no reason not to, right? There we go. Perfect. Bada bim, bada boom. You make paper. That's perfect. And then we need to get this. Squeeze that in there. Nope. Just you. And that there. Alright, perfect. And that sorts us out for paper. Now, we did have someone, i.e. a wagon, which was delivering paper to the bookshop. Hold on a minute. You're on planks. It's not on. I want paper. There we go. We're still going to have you delivering paper to the workshop over there. That's fine, though. Storage, just dump those 2 bits. That's fine. And then over here, we're going to have this lumber mill feed directly into a barn, of which we actually need more planks to do that. Alright, that's irritating. Well, you guys can feed planks back for now to the base. Fine. Beautiful. Alright, also apparently this is too high. Just my luck. Just my luck. That's fine. We can easily amend this. As long as we have like a height that we're happy with, it's fine. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. And then you can also do planks to the base. Beautiful. Alright, so now that we've got a fairly steady source of coins, to be honest. The red coins are holding pretty consistently steady. That's quite nice. We're making belt at a rate of knots. The workshop is getting through some of this wool, which is lovely. The only problem, as I have said, is the fact that the workshop that is making books is just not making anywhere near enough progress. It's just not making enough books. It's not getting enough pages. That's the problem. Yeah, so that's a bit of an issue. That is a bit of an issue. But the lumber mill's doing well, which is great. And as soon as we've got enough planks, which we do now, have enough planks to make this barn right here. Perfect. What we're going to do, we're literally just going to do that. That's literally it. A grabber. Well, like there, actually, like that, actually. Excuse me, wagon. Just move here. No, wagon. Here. Delete the wagon. There we go. All right, fine. That seemed to rectify the issue. All right, you can be deleted. You can be deleted. Perfect. Great. We do need to increase the amount of wood that we're making, probably by increasing the number of workers that we have in the forester. That's going to put a little bit of a strain on the red coins. I'm very aware of that fact, but that's something that we're going to have to deal with. Fine. Whatever the case, we're going to get a butt ton of planks, which is the main thing, right? We're going to be getting a butt ton of planks, and I'm going to be very happy about it. Okay. All of the processes that we've got in place are now moving a little bit more swiftly, which is kind of nice. I didn't fix this problem. This problem is... Okay. Why have I got chickens in this crate here? Why have I got just chickens chilling out in that crate? Alright, here's what we're going to do. Move that to there. Okay, then copy the crate. Well, what are we going to do for fertilizer? Oh yeah, we need to put fertilizer onto this section. Alright. Scaffold ramp. Scaffold ramp. Is this gonna make a mess? I think it will. Let's actually scaffold ramp there. Need to start using X as my output, as my output. There we go. All right, that's a little bit smoother. Again, that's not what I'm looking for. It's really difficult to click the scaffold ramps on with the C button to copy exactly what you're doing. All right, so this should still work. Yeah, great, perfect. All right, I don't love this, but is this too high? Oh, well, there we go. What do you know, eh? Will that actually work? Can I feed onto a belt that's not perfectly... That's not perfectly like this? Can I do that? I guess we can have a look, right? I need to put the grabber on to take only fertilizer. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Yeah, there we go. Nope, you cannot. Right, fine. Let's delete some of this nonsense. Delete that. Delete that. Then let's go back to the most annoying thing to buy, which is the scaffold ramp, because you can't click on it anywhere. Sure, pick that up. Great. Happy days. And then we build out a little bit over here. Spin around, 360 no scope. And a bit over there. That's not what I wanted to do. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. There we go. All right. Fertilizer is now outputting. This is great. This is great. So we should now no longer have any food issues. We should now no longer have any food issues. That being said, I was serious when I said that we need to... Uh-oh. Right. There we go. You're stuck under here, are you? No, you managed. Great. No, 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 no. That's the wrong button. There we go. It's a little bit annoying, but we fixed it. We fixed the problem, which is wonderful. Right. 3.6k blue coins. You couldn't really ask for anything better. Right, chicken is the shortage that we're having now. Upgrade the pasture. Sure, upgrade the pasture. We still unbelievably need more grain. Yeah, we need a lot more grain. Also, I can get an upgrade to the base. Who would have thunk it? I've got 100 reinforced planks, and that is actually what we need to get. Oh, we need 200 stone, apparently. Alright, there we go. House max increased by 5. That's pretty good going, actually. Alright, 0 yellow coins, though, unfortunately. 0 yellow coins. I need to get railways done. What's going on here? Why are we not grabbing the items that we need? Oh, it's because it's on a different level entirely. Alright, that's fine. Well, that shows us why we're not getting any research. Shows me, personally, why I'm a little bit of an idiot. And by little, I mean idiot in a big way. Now we don't have any red coins to start doing any of this research with. So we're going to have to wait for a little surge of them to come past, which is nice. What other stuff can we make and sell for red coins? Clothing? Tell you what, clothing might not actually be the worst thing in the world. Shirts. They're made in the workshops, apparently. Let's have a little look. It's the barn. Workshop. There we go. So. Clothing? Just any clothing? Or is it something specific? Cloak? No, it's clothing. Yeah. It's literally just 2 bits of cloth. I think that's how we get our red coins, honestly. I think that is how we get our red coins. 100% that's how we get our red coins. Okay, let's try and do that. Is there a way that I can do it in kind of close proximity to current place that we need to do it? Fertilizer. Why have we got so much stinking fertilizer over there, to be honest? I don't actually know. We got a lot of books. We got a lot of leather coming in. That's just with one farm. Alright, but we're definitely going to be researching railways pretty consistently now. We should have no issues. Yeah. Okay, we need to find a way to feed back all of the resources to the main base, because the main base at present is it's doing pretty good in terms of storage. We got a lot of storage that we can exploit over here. Also thinking that we might need to do something about the fact that we're not getting enough resources out onto this area, or out onto this this chute here, which is a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, we need more grain production, that's for sure. Is there any way to increase the rate at which things travel on a chute? I don't know. In fact, I think that they actually travel faster on a chute than they do on a conveyor belt. Rail might be just the ticket, actually. Rail might be just the ticket. Right, we seem to have sorted our food production, but we still need more grain production in order to just to get more cooked chicken. Similarly, as I said, I think we want to take the step. How are we doing at the forge? Am I outputting this stuff in this forge to this silo? And if not, why not? Active state off. Ah, there we go. Right, so clearly, I just didn't have it turned on. Bit stupid. There we go. Right, great. Alright, that'll work. That'll work a little bit smoother. The barn still doesn't have an unlimited amount of storage, but at least it'll be fine for now. Let's delete you. Let's delete you. Let's delete you. Yeah, I still want to do this clothing. I know I've been rather scatterbrained when it comes to getting this clothing store up and running. I do want to do it, and I'm going to do it now. I'm really pondering, really, where we're going to put it. I mean, I don't want to put it, like, miles and miles away. But at the same time, I don't want to ship resources halfway across the map in order to get to where they need to go. Ideally, if this system was working somewhat smoother, which it absolutely is not. Let me tell you that this barn is not. It's not producing anywhere near, or this. The barn as a storage unit is doing fine. It's the fact that we're not producing enough books, and we're not producing enough books because we're not producing enough paper. We're not producing enough paper because we're not getting enough paper transported. You know what? Let's rectify that. Let's put 2 more wagons on the job. Both wagons are going to be transporting paper from the lumber mill to the workshop. Right. I'm skeptical that it'll make any difference, but hey ho. Okay. Also, we're not making enough conveyor belts. That's another issue. However, we've also got a full storage of conveyor belts, which is quite nice. We should probably try and sell some of them at some point, but hey ho. Right, at least we're getting some throughput now, which is quite nice. Honestly? Alright, here's a plan. Here's a plan which I'm almost certainly going to end up regretting for its sheer scale. Let's build, like... You know what I said about where to build the clothing factory? Let's build it here. Let's do some, you know, land reclamation. I think that's a word. Let's do some land reclamation. Show nature who's boss. Do a whole bunch of this. There we go. And then we'll put the clothing factory right on top of there. That is a very precariously perched barn, I would hasten to add. Alright. Cool. The reason behind that is I do want to use this belt that we've got going. I did say that I wanted to get a belt that delivered resources directly to the base, and it turns out that this is going to be the belt that does it. It's going to be long, it's going to be confused, just like me, really, and it's going to work. Unlike me, and unlike my designs. Let's get that to go in there. Fine. Get rid of you. Get that there. All right, this is looking pretty peachy at the moment. However, we don't quite have enough planks to finish the job. This is somewhat of a problem. Hey! Research is done. New structure unlocked rail, new structure unlocked rail stop, rail tile, mining, and a minecart, which is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, how do we make rails? Produced by machine shop. Alright. You know what? You know what? Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this track, because I'm thinking that we could do a much better job with a rail network here. Right. Dismantle. Well, actually, we'll keep this just in case we need to, but I'll leave that dismantled. Can we build a machine factory now? Is that a thing that we can actually do? Machine shop? We've required the tech machinery. What more tech do I need? Mana purification, advanced logistics. Metallurgy, railways. Alright, so I still don't have machining. Machinery. I can get machinery. I can get mining. I want to do mining. I really want to do mining. Right, I'm going to do mining. I'm sick and tired of not having mining. But after that, After that, we're going to be doing that other thing that I talked about. Fine. Let's just roll. Let's just roll with this. Roll with me for a while before I lose my mind completely. Right. This is going to be the cloth factory. It's going to be not the cloth factory, sorry, the clothing factory. Kind of the same thing, isn't it? Ointment. No, it's too hard to make. Bandage. I mean, bandage is 6, but clothing is 10. You know what? We should be making bandages. Bandages give us a better bang for our buck. They convert into 6 coins each, whereas clothing converts 2. It does take slightly longer to get the bandage, but I'm happy to pay that price. All right, I lied about creating this network. I want to recreate it. I want to just get it done. I want to start getting red coins because at the moment we're having a huge problem with red coins. The other problem that we're having is, of course, with the good old planks, which is why I feel the need to get you to deliver to the lumber mill directly. There we go. It's not going to solve all of our solutions. Not going to solve all of our solutions? What the heck am I talking about? It's not going to solve any of our problems, I meant to say. Because, you know, there is no magic bullet to hard work, right? There is no bullet to hard work. There's no hard bullet to hard work. All right, let me have a look. We get you in there, you in there, you in there. Perfect. All right, that's great. That brings things down to a nice lowly level. And now we can get the... we're out of resources. We're out of resources. Again, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay. Can we go around the fish? We don't need to go around the fish. We don't need to go around the fish. Don't need to go around the fish. We can just go straight through. I just need a couple more... I need a couple more planks. Okay. Come on, come on. There we go. And one more. Alright, whatever. We'll deal with that in just a second. For now, let's get the whole route conveyor belted up. Wonderful. How fantastic is that? Okay, actually, we can just what are these guys doing here? They're all water? Alright, do that. Go help with our lumber milling. And then we can delete this, because we don't need it. And that can just go straight in there. I know it's not the most optimal height, and it means that people are going to have to walk around, but whatever. Okay, we're going to need 2 things. One is that, and one is that. We're going to need to get a grabber to go there. Oh, we need 10 coins for a grabber. Jeez Louise, that's expensive. Right, you're making bandages. Fine. Okay. This workshop needs to output onto this belt. Fertilizer. I'm just tempted to dump all of this fertilizer. There's just no value in having it here. Dump all of this fertilizer, please. Dump it all. Alright, so that will free up the belt, which is the main thing. But it refills, boy oh boy, it refills the barn with fertilizer very, very rapidly. Okay, let's have a look at this. Do we have any red coins yet? No, we do not. And that is going to be a problem. We can't even get a sorter or a pusher or whatever. We just don't have... We don't have any of it. We don't have any money. It's a problem. At least things are going well over here. It's kind of nice to see. Why are you not farming water? What are you doing? There we go. What? Okay, don't really understand why this wasn't happening before now, but whatever. There we go. Okay, good. Do we have any red coins yet? No, we do not. We're still going through them. We can at least set it up. Right. The whole process is really ready, apart from the fact that we need some red coins. Forester, can I just get you to stop for a second? 0. Forester, 0. Right. I do plan on fully refilling those places, but we need to get red coins. It's just getting beyond a joke, really. All right. Good. Let's do that. And then we can get a sorter, pusher, whatever. Don't really care. Except we don't have enough resources at the moment. So that's fine. That's great. I don't even know what we need for a sorter. 10. We need 10 resources for a sorter. Beautiful. Right, so you will sort cloth. And then we need one more bit of tech, which is this. And that is for a grabber, which will take the bandages out. Okay, fine. Let's get 10 people back in each of these places. That's not what I wanted to do. Great. Man, I'm sick and tired of having all this fertilizer. Honestly, this is a real annoyance. Wait, hold on a minute. This is just the workshop. Why is it outputting from the workshop? Oh no, the barn's over here. Ah, alright, well that's a problem. I thought that this was the barn that had all of the stuff stored. Right, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It just means that we're not going to be able to make as many bandages as I originally wanted. But that's fine. That is totally fine. Okay, we're going to start to store bandages in here, which is great. Where do we sell bandages? Do we sell them at the Apothecary? We sell them at the Apothecary. Fine. Can we build a wagon? We cannot build a wagon. Let's get one house upgraded. Doesn't look like it buys anything different. Still buys one specialty. And it also looks like level 5 is the maximum that we can get, which is also fine. Okay, bandages to the Apothecary, please. Right, this is going to solve our financial problems. It's going to solve all of our issues. Mark my words, folks. And you know what? Actually, turns out that the workshop is probably outputting just enough. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is fantastic news. I don't know how the mine works, but I can't wait. Please don't use red coins. Please use blue coins. We need... Costs 2,000 yellow coins in order to build it. Bloomin' heck. Reinforced planks and also rail tiles. Alright, so rail tiles need to be researched next, which means that we need to do machinery. Right, there are no books in this barn. Because there are no pieces of paper anywhere, apparently. Who's transporting the paper? We had loads of dudes that were working on paper transportation. Right, you need to come up here. You need to come up there. All right, this is a bit of a pickle that we've gotten ourselves into. All right, you can come up here also. This can be deleted. That can be deleted. We need to find some use for this bloomin' fertilizer, honestly. Do we feed it back into the... Do we feed it back into the farms? That's not a terrible idea. Right, how's the barn doing that stores the cloth? It's doing pretty darn well, actually. You know what? I think we might feed it back into the barn over there. All right. The barn that's storing the fertilizer at the moment is slightly full. Also, look at this. This is going great. It's going great. It's perfect. It's perfect. Happy days. I'm very, very happy with that. Still not making any books. Who's doing the transportation? It's these guys that are stuck right here for some obscure reason. Why are they stuck here? I don't understand. You're all stuck. There's 3 people that are stuck here? All right, I guess. Again, you're all stuck here. Again, you're stuck here. How did this manage to happen? How is this happening? Just drop your paper off. Alright. Not really sure why this is happening as it is. If I use a chute to... If I use a chute here... instead, like that, will that make any difference? Seems to be working a little bit better. Lumber mill to the workshop. Great. Okay. Jeez Louise. It really wasn't that difficult, but apparently it was. There we go. Okay, we should be having a more consistent supply of paper now, which means that we can start burning through some of this leather. We need to get rid of this fertilizer somehow. The real question is how. I'm thinking that honestly we probably just try and use it in a farm. At least we get rid of the stuff. I mean, we've got 800 bits of fertilizer, over 1600 bits of fertilizer that are just chilling in the base, and that is not on. We need to address that. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna put it back into the farm. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, the height difference here is not enough, so we're gonna have to go down a level. Alternatively, we can go up a level. I think it might actually be easier to go up a level. Okay, no. Right, that goes there. Perfect. Yeah, about that level, right? No. Up a further level. Actually, it's probably better just to go up an extra level, just to make sure. Okay. Good. It's janky, it's horrible, it looks bad, I know, but it will be worth it. Also, are we full on these 2 storages over here? Yeah, alright, we got way too many screws, we got way too many bits of iron, or bits of steel, whatever it's called. We need to try and fix it, but unfortunately we can't at the moment, because it just doesn't matter enough. We have higher priority issues that we need to try and deal with before we can think about addressing our steel problem. I really must say it's pretty far away from being a proper crisis. That was stupid. Okay, the way to do this, I think I must just be, yeah, inexperienced in the ways of trying to place bits underneath other bits. Alright, actually, make it a little bit higher, please. Yeah, about that high. Alright, that's looking pretty darn good. That's looking pretty darn good. Will you go in there? That's the real question. Let's run a tester. We need to get down ramps. Perfect. There we go. And there we go. Okay, will you go in? Sorter. Item filter is fertilizer. There we go. No idea why those little bits ended up coming in there, but whatever. Alright, let's pump this area full of... Let's pump this workshop full of thingies. Also, why am I not making... Why am I not making planks anymore? What's the issue now? Where were we getting planks supplied from? We're getting planks supplied from here. Who was supplying planks from there? Hold on a minute. Oh, they're just being turned into the thing in the workshop. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, okay. We've got such an efficient workshop at making wheels that we don't have any extra capacity being devoted to the planks over here. Right. Let's try and fix this. That's a long trek to go, but might just end up being worthwhile. How's our economy doing? Is this literally just a shopping list, really, of all of the expensive stuff? Alright, whatever. Our coins, by the way, are doing totally fine now. It looks like bandages have indeed substantially increased the value of everything. So much so that our workshop is so popular. We need to get a house upgraded. If we can, that'd be delightful. Ooh, this is a problem. We've got so much cloth on the belt that we can't actually do anything about this. Alright, we need to get some more workers involved in this process. Why don't you join the crew? I mean, I know it might not technically be you because you're, you know, going to be reincarnated in the form of a bandage maker. But I like to think that spiritually, it was the same body and the same person, the same soul that passed from life as a forester who was standing still, and I've now transformed them into a cloth maker. Miracles happen that way, you know? I want to get more. I want to definitely get more. But yeah, okay, so the plank delivery system is working. It's just going to take a while. I should probably try and get some more wagons in order to make that process a little bit easier. I do want to get machinery. I'm sick and tired of not having, you know, mine carts and whatnot. I would very much like that to be a little bit easier, but hey ho. Also, our farm out here, it's been churning away for the vast majority of the game, actually. But at this point, we need to seriously think about upgrading it, or upgrading its transportation capacity, and that's what we're going to use. That's what we're going to use minecarts for. I could sell these iron plates, but they don't net me any money. I could sell these nails, but they barely net me any money. I don't like selling. I don't care about blue coins. I've got a blue coin bonanza, honestly. I'm doing great for blue coins at the moment. This whole system is working pretty much perfectly, and it's requiring almost zero input. It's actually going really, really well. I did say that I wanted to get on to dealing with mana and other issues today. Unfortunately, as these things tend to do, that has rather slipped away from my grasp, and we've sort of had to settle for contending with a bunch of problem solving, but that's okay because I like a bunch of problem solving. Problem solving is actually relatively fun. Why are we not applying fertilizer? We're not applying fertilizer because it's too darn high. Right. Just as I was wittering on, there was a problem somewhere. All right, beautiful. This is working. This is working. This system is working. I'm telling you, folks, this system is working. This barn is full. That's great. We got a lot of cloth coming in. We still have massive issues with the fact that we're not spending enough leather. Can we like, what can we use leather in? Is there any way that we can tell what we can use leather in? Presumably like shoes or something, right? Can we have a little quick check, please? This was making wood wheels. Cloak. We could use it to make a cloak. Not that interested in that, to be honest. Shoes. Again, I really don't care. I want to use something. I want to make something which makes a lot of which uses a lot of leather. And books seem to be only one of the only ways that we can actually go about making this whole thing work. We need a lot of paper in order to make these books. But hey ho, speaking of paper, how are we doing in our research? 56 out of 100. All right, so it looks like for sure in the next episode we'll manage to make a whole bunch of machinery stuff. But that is going to be in the next episode. And speaking of the next episode, you're going to have to watch and see what happens in the next episode, because this is going to be it. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Oba the Potato. This has been Factory Town. Let me know what you think of the slightly longer videos and slightly greater progress, actually. Boy, we made some progress today. Yeah, please do let me know what you think about the game in general, actually, and also the changed up format. Let me know. Cheers, folks. Bye.